Hello and welcome back. I have moved my mic to the side, so hopefully you guys can still hear me alright. I checked to see, and it says that my volume's in the yellow, so I should be good. And I just realized my controller's stuck to the floor. Why does Velcro have to stick to the floor? I also have Velcro on my mic, which is what Pandora likes to chew on. Well, anyway, continuing onwards. So it seems we have... Oh, let me check real quick something. Oop, that's doing alright. So it would seem we have time to greet the scholar after all. How delightful. I shall be interested to hear how she means to go about finding and filling the factory. I can only assume she is privy to some new investigative technique. In any event, our first order of business is to rendezvous with the Stroller in Idleshire. Hopefully nobody's angry that I just kind of just said, oh fuck this problem, because I wasn't going to waste time sitting down and queue forever. And again, I wouldn't want to do it with AI because I have experienced too many times where the AI just dies. Especially Orion J. In fact, I think, yeah, it was showed in one of the ones in this one that where we had one die. But yeah, I've had Orion J die before, and then there was the time I saw someone else's video where Orion J died. Another uneventful journey. It would seem we are destined not to be late. Oh, Edgar, just good to see you. I confess I had assumed your business and next train would detain you longer, but did you meet with enough here go well? As well as can be expected, she must discuss Sir Emmerich's proposal with Hesfelker, of course, but she seemed amenable to the suggestion. What of our Australian guest? Has she arrived yet? She has, but when I explained that you would be joining us, she asked if she might use the intervening time to explore. I agreed to meet her outside on Front Bridge. We should be on our way. Which way was Front Bridge? But yeah, I'm only gonna be oh. I was gonna say I'm probably gonna record about 2 or 3 more episodes. Despite how my bipolar mania really loves to work against me when I have a day where I want to record. It's a lullaby! Laureate!
I'm terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
Why do you have a red mage crystal as a belly button?
You need not apologize. We arrived but a moment ago ourselves. Pray, allow me to introduce Kryle, who has recently come from the Charlian motherland. She has generously offered to assist us.
Oh, please, think nothing of it. A trip to Eorzea was long overdue. You must be the Warrior of Light. Yes, you certainly do look the part. A pleasure to meet you at last, sir. And who is that I spy but young Alpha No Levier himself? I dare say someone's grown an ilm or two in my absence. Or are those lifts in your boots?
Yes! The answer is yes.
We, Miss Kryle and I met at the Studium years ago. I shall forever be indebted to her for her sage guidance.
It was no small task keeping him out of trouble, believe you me. The youngest ever to enter the Studium, him and his sister, 11-year-old prodigies. Suffice it to say, social graces were not among his list of talents. Striding up to his seniors on his first day, head held high. What was it he said again?
Thank you, Kryle.
For what? I haven't finished yet. Would you care to attempt a more dexterous deflection?
Apart from
Mayhap
strangling.
we should save this delightful conversation for a more fitting occasion, when pressing matters do not demand our undivided attention.
A bit much, but better. I can tell you have been putting your skills to use here in Eorzea. Henceforth, I trust you will dazzle me with your eloquence at the first time of asking. Right, on to more pressing matters. Finding Minfilia and the other missing scions.
I gather you have new information to share with us.
A new approach, actually. Tataru recounted the tale of your escape, and it gave me an idea. Simply put, assuming Thancred left some manner of trail when you whisked him away, as is almost always the case with teleportation magics, I am confident I can find and follow it.
Then what are you waiting for?
For us, dumbass!
The wherewithal to do it. The fact is, my abilities aren't quite up to the task. Not in themselves, anyway. If I had Master Matoya's crystal eye, on the other hand...
Get the pliers! Or a spoon. We're going for the old lady's skull.
Then let us all call on her forthwith. I think it best that you explain your plan to her in person.
Don't worry, we got a tinker of milk. If we throw it at her head hard enough, it'll probably knock her out. I've learned my lesson at trying to club a mage. Oh, that's new. That actually shows up on the map now. Yay. Now every time I go to this area, it's going to poke the hell out of me. So those are one of the few quests I haven't done on my main character, and I don't want to do them. Oh, you'll just read and think for yourself. I don't got anything in between me ears. Not anymore. They shriveled up and died long ago. That's what happens when you get under too much stress. Stop popping brain vessels. Not blood vessels, brain vessels. She was less than flattering about my technique when last we met, but this time it have come prepared. Let her belittle my obsidian carbuncle if she dares. Do not tell her that the hell I said that. The crystal eye is one of Matoya's most cherished relics. I doubt very much that she will grant us leave to lay hands upon it unless we can convince her that it is vital to our cause. You did say we were headed for a cave, did you not? Because I certainly don't see a cave nearby. Is Mr. Matoya meeting us on the way or something? Throws Kryle at cave! I heard many stories of Master Matoya, some quite flattering, others less so. Rest assured they're all true. This way, and have care when you tread. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, I wonder if there's a secret entrance. Matoya, why is there just... Wanted to make it hide a little bit easier, maybe you should have used a path that goes in the other direction. Please be voice acted. But with my luck, it probably ain't.
Oh. Is that trouble I smell? Or did you forget to wipe your boots on the way in?
Forgive us, Master Matoya. We will be sure to wipe them on the way out. And may I say how glad I am that age has not yet deprived you of your senses.
Ever so quick-witted, aren't we? To the detriment of your manners. Well, out with it then. What do you want?
We've come for your eye, old lady. Milk, go!
Pray, allow me to introduce myself, Master Matoya. I am Cryle, of the students of Baldessian. I hope you will excuse our unannounced visit.
Baldessian, you say? Oh, yes. The old coot set up shop on the Isle of Val, didn't he?
Regrettably, our order's headquarters and the Isle itself were obliterated by a magic of immense power. I have the blessing of light to thank for my own preservation.
Cryle, you too possess the echo.
Oh, that's the part
Well,
you're gonna
yes,
find
of
out.
course I do.
Not that they
Our
don't get
order
destroyed.
is devoted to uncovering the mysteries of Hydaelyn and interpreting her will, particularly through the study of her gift to us. It was in the course of these studies that I met and subsequently befriended Minfilia. She and I have rather a lot in common.
I had no idea.
You weren't supposed to. Not that I wanted to deceive you, you understand, but precautions had to be taken.
Yes, yes, that's all well and good, but you still haven't told me why you're here.
Is someone else here gonna mention that you just said that the island got obliterated? That's what you heard, it disappeared, not that it was fucking destroyed.
The students of Baldessian are gone, and there is naught I can do to change that. But the signs of the Seventh Dawn can yet be restored, and my dear friend found. You have in your possession an ancient crystal of light, one you call your crystal eye. I believe I can use it to focus my abilities and locate one of the missing scions.
And there I was, thinking you might want to make use of my years of experience. Oh, wait here.
I still need to do Kryle's quest in mine.
Long did I ponder the nature of this crystal and its familiar radiance, but never did I suspect it was a crystal of light.
On the cusp of an umbral calamity, souls blessed with the power of the Echo invariably appear. To aid these, her chosen warriors, Hydaelyn bequeaths to each a slither of her strength in the form of a crystal of light. But as her strength wanes, so too does the potency of her gifts. This crystal, born of an earlier era, is infused with a power far greater than those of this age.
You could travel the length and breadth of the land and not find a crystal even a fraction as pure. Its value is beyond measure, as are the risks inherent in its use.
No two manifestations of the Echo are alike. I, for example, can converse with beings of every shape and size, excepting beasts, contrary to what others would have you believe. Language has nothing to do with it, of course. Rather, I am sensitive to the whispers of the soul. Their intent, their very essence even, the traces of which serve to guide the elementals to Y'shtola. Far-fetched though it may sound, I believe that with your crystal eye, I may be able to pick up where they left off and follow the remaining trail to Thancred. That is, if I have your permission.
Well, the poor sod's not going to find himself. So, as long as you don't drop it or take it out of my sight, you may do with it what you will.
Thank you, Master Matoya.
I'm pretty sure if she dropped it, it probably would explode and kill us all.
Then let us begin.
Oh, all except for the two of us.
From the Black Shroud, the trail continues to the north and west, towards a mountain, the foot of Som Al. It was a near thing, but he was not deposited within the rock. I think.
The hunters of Tailfeather know those lands well. I say we begin our search there.
Bye-bye. Pandora. Don't headbutt the mic stand. Paranoia activate. Yeah, Pandora is like me where she rolls around in her sleep. Oh. Right. Not the same map. So she just kind of just rolled into the mic. And the eye of the beholder! Oh god, it's another image of a beholder! Shank it in the eye! We had forts like these on the Outer Vale. My grandfather and I used to go for walks together. Well, I could praise him away from I could prize him from his work. It was the least I could do for him, considering everything he has done for me. Taking me in when I was an orphan, and raising me as his own, giving me a name. You didn't think my parents named me Frau eldest son, did you? Tancred may be a capable, but was foolish when last I saw him. If any beast was nearby when he emerged from the live stream, you would have been hard pressed to repel them. Ah, he only had an injured leg. Or two. I find myself in an unfamiliar wilderness. My first instinct would be to seek out civilization. Oh no, perhaps, but his wounded state, he will might not have wished to risk contact with strangers of unknown allegiances. Yet, even had Thancred chosen to remain in the forest, the hunters would surely have stumbled across this trail. Defa doesn't strike me as an isolated outpost, though. Merchants and traders pass through here reasonably regularly, do they not? In which case, we'll need to provide a more detailed description when we ask the locals. Fear not, Crow. I have already prepared several descriptions of Thancred for that very purpose. This is impressive. You drew him from memory? A skill I bought some years ago for reasons I no longer remember. I propose we split into two pairs. Your stolen and I go out the outlying encampments while Edgar and Crowd question the residents of Tailfeather. Afterwards, we shall regroup here at Astavoth and share our findings. Assuming there are no objections, let us be about it. He certainly has matured, hasn't he? I had to imagine he was once a boy who practiced drawing for hours to impress young ladies. Anyway, we had best get started. Find me when you finish marking your rounds. Surprisingly accurate description of the missing Thancred, suggesting that Alphino may have mistaken his life, mistaken his life's calling. Something for a friend of yours? let's have a look then. No, I ain't seen him around, sorry. Excuse me, but have you seen this man before? When you got this sketch. Can't say on the face. You say he's something of a warrior. I heard a tale the other day about a Aryan vagabond who brought down a bandage stitch by himself and with style. By they tell he was dancing with the beast like it was a ballet of the bleeding ball. Sounds like your man. My foot is falling asleep. Iron Man, we're not especially rare, you know. Could you be a more Pacific? Now that's a bit too Pacific. I did spy this one bloke a while back. Didn't get a good look at his face, but it could have been him. This was beyond the forest, as I recall, along the river to the west, Tailfeather. I remember thinking he wasn't much of a hunter. The lad was making no effort to cover his tracks, see, and that he was carrying an axe instead of a bow. He must have decked someone in the back of the head who was wielding an axe. Actually, in case we've learned everything we can here. Let's see what the others have found out. My foot is asleep. It's bugging the hell out of me. Painful tingles. Tingly pain. We were to meet here, were we not? Dingly, 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 pain, pain, pain. Dingly, dingly, pain. Please be voice acted so I can stand for a little bit. Or... My apologies for our late arrival. We thought it was wise to question as many hunters as we could. Many have made camp in inaccessible locations, ideal for hunting game, not so receiving visitors. Nevertheless, some time provided well spent. There has been countless sightings of an expeditionary keeper, a hunter with whom no one is familiar. Though no chance to see the man's face, his height and build matches that description, as does his fighting prowess. So you have heard the same tale. Be that as it may, we yet want for conclusive proof. We have this as unrelated, but I hear a curious tale regarding the vast trader. Came to Tailfeather in such a garments fit for a man of refinement, which seemed a rather curious description for one of his kind. I believe that Thancred sent a Fath to market in his stead. Why would he not go himself? Well, if you recall, you yourself emerged from the live stream as naked as your name day. It is a scene I never forget. Is it now? Well, I was pleased to see. I mean, it was simply a statement of fact. It stands to reason that Thancred found himself in the same predicament. In case, if he had dealings with the Fath, they should be able to tell us, no? Quite right, Crows, quite right. Well, that's the end of this episode. In the next episode, We shall continue.